Ladies, stop auditioning to be a wife by giving a man a child. You're literally working backwards. It's counterproductive. You're literally giving him everything, access to everything that he will see in a marriage before you even married. Like this man hasn't even committed to you to the point of getting married, of lobola, of however process culturally that you guys recognize, and you are giving him a child. You're working backwards. It's counterproductive to whatever mission you're trying to do. Don't ever do that. Don't be that silly girl that gives a man a child before marriage. And even if you say you're doing it for yourself, let me be honest with you, that is the most selfish reason to have a child. To have a mini me, to I've seen many videos about this, and a lot of videos have actually said this is a form of narcissism, that you would rather produce a mini little version of yourself because I don't know what, you lack something in you that you want to fulfill, that desire. It is really a selfish desire to have a child just because you want to have a child. Because at the end of the day, that child is going to grow up to be their own person with their own mind, and you never know what kind of person they could turn out to be. By having a child with a man before marriage, you're literally giving him his access to legacy and a bloodline without him having to commit to you in any form. You know that saying that why buy the cow when you're getting the milk for free? I say this often because it's true. Why would a man feel entitled to marry you once you've already had a child with him? Not to say that there are not men out there that do marry. However, you're putting yourself in a situation where if it doesn't happen, now you're stuck being a single mother and you might be resentful of the situation. Also, there are men out here that will try humble as women. And by humble, I mean they will impregnate you to stop your life in some way, maybe your career, your success, or they will try to humble you by making sure that you have his child so that he can stay in your life for as long as possible or forever. I don't see how people don't think that having a child is just as big or bigger commitment than marriage. A child is also forever, just as much as marriage should be forever. Doing things like fat and sit and having children before marriage really gives men the whole package. They have access to wifely duties and all these things without any commitment, and it makes it easier for men and even yourself to leave. Because during hard times, if you don't have that thing of marriage at times, marriage does have some sort of safety in that it is a process to get divorced. Maybe you'll think about it more, but girlfriend certificate, boyfriend certificate, there's no confirmation in that. The reality is that it is easier for men to move on even if they do have children or multiple baby mamas. As a woman, you literally carry the baby. Like, you carry the baby for 9 months. You are going to be the primary caregiver of that child. And it's also a reality that there are some stereotypes about being a baby mama. Some men don't want to be with women that are baby mamas. And I also don't want to be with a guy that's a baby daddy because I mean, I don't have children. Why should I subject myself to that? But you need to think of these things like beyond just the desire of having a child, beyond the desire of trying to keep a man. No man is going to be kept if he doesn't want to be kept. A baby's definitely not going to do that. And now you've put a baby, a child that did not ask to be here, in a situation where they might not be raised by two loving parents that love each other. Honestly, I think a better situation is regretting not having kids than having kids and regretting it. I've seen some advice where people are like, well, you'll never know until you have kids. Of course, we'll never know until we have kids. But what if you find out you don't want to be a parent or you don't like it so much? Now they're already here. That is just not one risk I'm willing to take. I'm not willing to experiment with my womb to see if maybe I want to have kids, or, to see if it'll work out, or to prove that I can do it by myself. There are many women and mothers, our own mothers, have done it, but that doesn't mean that we have to do it. So protect your wombs. Don't be giving no man a baby before marriage, even if it's something that you want. Please think clearly about this. Think about the type of household you're going to raise your child in. Even if you have the money, you cannot guarantee that your child will not have daddy issues.